Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this in-depth analysis where we delve into the latest developments in the ongoing conflict between the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, and Amhara Fano forces in various regions of the Amhara region. The situation on the ground is fluid, and we have received updates from multiple sources shedding light on the recent events. Firstly, in the region of Dega Damot, situated in central Gojam, intense fighting persists as Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed deploys additional reinforcements in response to a setback suffered by the ENDF 3 days ago. The recent clashes have resulted in significant losses for the ENDF, indicating the severity of the situation in this strategic area. Moving on to the district of Mekan Ayasus in Esti County, southern Gondar, reports indicate a fierce confrontation between Fano forces and ENDF convoys. The Fano forces have launched attacks resulting in heavy casualties for the ENDF, with several soldiers reported killed and wounded. This underscores the challenges faced by the ENDF in maintaining control in key districts. In Ambasam, Dera, located in southern Gondar, the battleground witnessed intense fighting between Fano forces and a combination of Amhara militia and Amhara riot police. Unfortunately, several Amhara militias lost their lives in the clashes. Fano claims significant victories, asserting that the Amhara militias and police suffered heavy losses. This highlights the complexity of the conflict, involving not only the ENDF, but also local militia groups. Shifting our attention to the Dembekja to Feresbet region in central Gojam, Fano forces have once again targeted ENDF convoys, leading to substantial losses for the National Defense Forces. Reports suggest that several ENDF soldiers have been killed and wounded in these attacks. This pattern of assaults on ENDF convoys reflects a strategic approach by Fano forces to disrupt the military's supply lines and weaken their overall position. In the latest series of updates from the conflict zone in the Amhara region, particularly in southeastern Gojam, significant developments have unfolded, providing a glimpse into the complex and rapidly evolving nature of the ongoing clashes. In Rob Gabia, Guzman County, and Enerita, Sainan County, both located in southeastern Gojam, Fano forces have emerged victorious after intense fighting. These forces have successfully taken control of the towns and the entire county, marking a strategic shift in the balance of power in the region. The aftermath of the clashes reveals a grim toll on the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, with several soldiers reported killed and wounded. Additionally, Fano claims to have captured military equipment belonging to the ENDF, further complicating the military dynamics in the area. Meanwhile, in Feresbet, central Gojam, the Ethiopian government has taken a drastic step by ordering 3 drone strikes against Fano forces. This indicates a heightened level of engagement and underscores the government's determination to suppress the activities of the Fano forces in the region. The utilization of drone strikes introduces a new dimension to the conflict, raising questions about the potential impact on both military and civilian populations. Shifting our focus to the Bole area in Debre Marcos, southern Gojam, a brief but intense gun exchange occurred between Fano forces and Amhara militia, as well as Amhara riot police. The result of this clash has inflicted losses on the Amhara side, with Fano forces reportedly taking some Amhara militias captive. This development emphasizes the volatile and unpredictable nature of the conflict, with various factions vying for control and asserting their influence. In Chara, Akfer, and Motakeriano, all situated in Gojam, brief intense fights erupted between the ENDF and Amhara Fano forces. Fortunately, there are no reports of losses from either side at this time. This particular episode highlights the sporadic and localized nature of the conflict, with pockets of intense fighting interspersed throughout the region. In Emmanuel, Gojam, Fano forces launched an attack on an ENDF convoy, resulting in further losses for the National Defense Forces. The continued targeting of ENDF convoys suggests a deliberate strategy by Fano forces to disrupt supply lines and weaken the military's overall position in the region. The situation in Ethiopia's Oromia region is challenging. Many Amhara people are facing violence and being forced to leave their homes. This is causing a big problem, and we need help from the rest of the world. Ethiopia is a diverse country with different groups of people. Sometimes, these differences cause problems. The Amhara people, who live in the Oromia region, have been left out and treated badly for a long time. Recently, things got worse. The Amhara people are now being attacked and forced to leave their homes. It's not just people fighting. There are terrible things happening like killings, sexual violence, and destroying homes. This is called the Amhara genocide. Some people are spreading lies about the Amhara people, and the country's laws are not helping. Politicians are using these lies to create more problems and make people hate each other. Because of all this, many Amhara people are running away from their homes. This is a big problem because they lose everything, and it's not easy for them to start over. It also affects the whole area because there isn't enough help for these people, especially for things like food, homes, and healthcare. Even schools are being disrupted, so kids are missing out on education. We need everyone to help. The United Nations should step in to protect the Amhara people and punish those causing harm. The world needs to put pressure on the Ethiopian government to stop the violence and help the Amhara people rebuild their lives. Financial and humanitarian aid is also crucial to make sure these people get the support they need. The situation for the Amhara people in the Oromia region is really serious. By talking about it, we hope more people will understand and work together to bring peace and help to those who need it. It's a long road to make things better, but if we all pitch in, we can create a future where everyone in Ethiopia is treated well and protected. The Amhara genocide and displacement crisis in the Oromia region of Ethiopia represent a grave atrocity that calls for the attention and action of the international community. By shedding light on this tragedy, we contribute to raising awareness and advocating for justice, peace, and unity. The path toward healing and reconciliation is long, but through collective efforts, we can ensure a future where all ethnic groups in Ethiopia are embraced, celebrated, and protected.